All right. Well, we've been off for a couple of weeks. Happy New Year. I mean, it's like
Happy New Year.
it's
It
almost
is
like
a new
two
year.
weeks.
Yeah,
2025.
yeah, I know.
So,
Still no flying cars or anything awesome.
oh,
And
we have
still
flying
people
cars
not
already.
smart, and people's not smart enough to know what a flying car is.
Yeah, that's true. I was about to say we already
If
have
it's
flying
not,
cars.
that's not a helicopter. It's not a flying car. We're not going to do that again.
An airplane is flying car.
Eh, Airplane is not a flying car. It's an
No,
airplane.
it's
No,
flying.
a
It's like it
car.
has wheels.
If
It got
if
doors.
if your Honda Odyssey could fly, that's a flying car.
That's what also make it a flying car. That's not a flying car.
That is not a flying car yet. I mean, the technology we saw in Back to the Future 2 hasn't happened yet.
Well, we could argue about this all day because.
We would argue about this all day because you'd be wrong.
I don't know about that. It's all opinionated,
Yes,
right?
you
Because
would.
you have
No,
a
it's not
version of
opinion.
flying car.
No, it is. It is not opinionated. A
Yes, it
flying car is
is.
a flying car. It's started simple. It's not a helicopter. It's not
Just because it was
it's not
already
a
named
drone.
something different doesn't mean that it's not
No, a
also
flying
a
car
flying
is a
car.
car. A flying car will be a car that can fly.
So an airplane. Airplane doesn't have
An
to take
airplane's
off.
not a
You
car.
could drive
An
an
airplane
airplane
is not a car.
everywhere, right? You could drive an airplane anywhere you want. It's just the size is too big.
But an airplane is not a car.
And a submarine, I could say, is an underwater car.
It's not either. Submarine's a submarine.
Sure, see, like you're so like dead on
If you
about
want to
like
call it, if you want to call it a submergible
vehicle.
vehicle, then I'll let you have that. But the problem is that's it.
So an airplane is a flying vehicle.
Because next you'll tell me a boat's a car too, but it's not.
Well, actually, when we get to that subject, if we could get to
But
that
they do
subject,
have
they do
cars.
have
But they
cars
do
that
have
yeah
cars
that can
turned into
use as a
boats.
boats. Yeah,
So eventually they'll have cars that can fly, and those will be flying cars.
sure. But let's get to our movie on topic. So the
Well,
first
this is probably
movie,
more interesting than our movie, though.
well, we'll get back to that. I don't know about that. So I'm so interested you said that. So the first movie I picked for this year is Attack the Block. It's something that you and I have never seen. It came back
Exactly.
out a long time ago, back in 2011. If I look at my notes really quick,
Your notes.
2011 British what do they call this? A sci-fi comedy horror. I would say not so much comedy because every movie kind of
Oh, it
have
was
that bit,
comedy. Okay,
but
I
but
did.
definitely
I'm glad
science
I know that
fiction.
now.
But it's
I'm
definitely
glad I
science
know that
fiction
now.
horror, right? To you.
It was more comedy to me. It was kind of a. I mean, it was okay
Interesting.
movie, but I will never watch this again.
Okay, so actually, because we had some time out between you and I, right? I actually was able to watch this twice. So what did you
No,
think of it?
no, I'm not watching this twice.
Oh, so you didn't like
At
it?
the end, no, I didn't like it that much. I didn't
Okay.
think it was that good. I thought this was like a horrible version of Critters. This is like a horrible English version of Critters.
I never seen Critters,
Oh, okay. Well, you're
so
not
I
missing
couldn't
much, but you
compare it
might
to.
like it if you like this movie. Then
I
no, never.
like this. I think it's because
When I was a
the
kid, I liked Critters. Was a kid, I liked Critters, but I grew up.
I think I like this because it's the
I
social
mean, this
element
does
in it.
have the only people I know from this is well, of course, it has Nick Frost.
Mm-hmm. And John Boyega,
He's and John, Mr. Stormtrooper, and it has Doctor Who,
who was Doctor Who.
the lady that they mug.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm not. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm like
yeah,
you said.
you know.
The two first British actors I know is Nick Frost and FN two
Well,
one eight
actually,
seven.
I already knew I knew, yeah, F-2187 Stormtrooper in Doctor Who, and then when they go up to the top stairs and then they see Nick Frost, I was like, whoa, Nick Frost is here. Maybe this movie's going to get better. And the movie's okay. It's not a horrible movie, and it got better. It did get better. Some parts were better. The Probably some scenes were funny. The best scene was the two little kids when they set that little monster on fire.
Oh, and they said like
Yeah, it
the
was
water
funny.
gun is not water in it. It's they
Yeah,
put
water gun. Yeah,
yeah
yeah. And you
gasoline
already
or
knew they
something.
probably had gasoline. Didn't they let that monster on fire? That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. I liked it. It's because like it shows it's not like a rich neighborhood. It's just like a poor neighborhood in England. That's something that I
Yeah,
like. That
I
really
couldn't
was really
wait
good for
though.
me.
You know, the main thug. What's the main the guy that thinks he's all gangster, got the pistol in the BMW.
what, high top or hi hat, whatever they call it.
Whatever his
The
stupid
rapper
name
guy.
was.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I couldn't wait till he got killed. I was like,
Oh,
hurry up and just kill this guy. Get this guy off the screen. He is it's just such a horrible character. I don't really like any of the characters. I mean, they even try to like justify the main character. Oh, I'm so poor. I only live by myself. At the very end, they just give you a real. Oh, you live by yourself? Okay. You know, who lives with you? And I was like, just get it over with. Just kill the monster. Come on, let's go.
oh. You didn't like
Like,
the personal
you want to
touches
try
that
to?
have it. I like that
Oh, it would have if
better.
they would have gave it to me earlier. Wait till like way after the end, while he's always killing monsters. Like, oh, by the way, after I've already apologized for mugging you to make it right
Oh,
because I mugged
so
you
you're
because you're
saying
not from
like
this building. Blah blah.
to that point, it didn't matter to you by the time of that movie towards
Eh,
the end.
it didn't really matter that much by that time because right then I was kind of going.
I mean,
I
it was
was I
like
was
it's not
sorry.
even a long movie to begin with.
It's not. Thank God.
Yeah. Oh, it's
God,
interesting. I like that we
I
start
could.
off the movie like something
I could.
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, it's not the
Oh
best
really?
movie, you
Yeah.
know. Like you're
I
right. I
mean,
I watched it twice, but I'm not sure if I watch it again
and
later.
it's a lower budget movie. I'll give them.
Yeah, it's a low budget
I'm
movie.
guessing it's a low budget movie, and they're trying to do it in the building. And of course, they're all fighting the building because it's the tower, the block, which reminds me, and maybe this hurts this movie a little bit. I'm sitting there thinking, all right, Judge Dredd, baby, Judge Dredd.
Oh.
No, no Judge Dredd. And then they're speaking their English language, and I'm like, what? I speak English, but I don't know what this dribble is they're speaking. I was like, I was like, what? Come
I
on.
actually had to turn on the subtitles to understand what some
That's
of them
like,
are
are y'all
saying.
trying to act? And the thing is, it's like, are y'all trying to be American gangsters or something? Because it's not
Well, hold on,
working
hold
for
on,
me.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Before you touch on that, is I think it's because you're only exposed to gangsters one way. I'm thinking
Oh
like
no, I'm
around the
exposed to
world
this
is
gangster.
pretty much
I'm
similar.
exposed to the gangsters. I've seen their little gangsters. There's a lot of movies with their English gangsters in there where they dress like they came out of a Vanilla Ice music video.
Oh, I didn't get the same vibe.
You didn't, especially when
No,
those guys
but
pull up in the van to pick up their boss.
I want to no, I want to touch on what you just said about like this remind me of Judge Dredd because of the location.
Oh,
So
just the
it
location, that block with all the
yeah, the
poor
Blackwater
people in it.
people, right? So I came in Hong Kong like a building like in Judge Dredd. So that's why I like that movie a lot too. And I like this movie in my obviously not as oh no not Just Dredd the Dread movie. I think it came out in 2013. It's been a
Yeah, I
while.
guess I should have said Dread, but
Yeah,
it's Judge Dredd.
because you
It's the
get
real
it
Judge
backward. You
Dredd.
said it was like based like Dread, but then Dread came out after this.
Oh,
so
did
I
Dread come after this one?
I
Okay,
want to
well,
say
it probably
yes.
did. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let you have
Yeah,
that.
but then they didn't make it at the same time.
But
You know, like
I guarantee you, Judge Dredd did not base or Dredd did not base anything off of this movie,
or vice versa. It just
or vice
yeah,
versa.
because it's like
Just
it's like a
coincidence. This is
poor
where people
neighborhood. You
live.
know, yeah,
Yeah,
just
it's just
where
where
poor
people
people
live.
live.
Well, it's not even really a neighborhood; it's a building.
Yeah, I think it's because our space is so much smaller. So I guess in a way like that building
I
is that
guess so.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know
Okay, I
what I
should have
mean.
said
Yeah,
yeah, because
because
we
we
don't have
live
nothing like that.
vertically. Yeah,
Yeah, we don't really have anything like that here. I
I thought it
mean,
was I thought it was interesting. I thought it was a pretty nice simple alien movie. Right, they
no,
those
it's a simple
monsters.
alien movie.
Yeah, so I like
Something
that. You know,
crashes in the car, they kill it,
so
drag it around the street, and then they realize, oh, we got something on us.
I did like the like they there's only a group of characters in this whole movie, right? And then like that the first alien they show in that car, it happens to that like that skinny white boy that they also interact with throughout the whole movie. I thought that was
Yeah,
you're right. That
yeah.
bit was pretty funny to me. Like,
I
oh,
mean,
that's how they
yeah.
connect them
I mean, they
together.
they do follow most of the rules because most of the people are going to show back up because typically if you introduce a character, the character's got to show up until they're killed
Oh, that's good. I
or
like
they
that you
have a
brought up the rules.
resolution of
Yeah.
them. Yeah, well, it's not really. I guess it's not really a rule, but it's just like when you write a movie. Usually, if somebody pops up, there is a reason you see them. You don't just see characters, and then they just disappear.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that's
Oh,
rare
yeah,
in
I
a
see what you
movie.
mean. Yeah.
So I mean, the skinny guy at the elevator, he's going to be something.
Oh,
Same thing with
yes.
the two little boys. I mean, and basically like the main rapper guy we keep calling him, the guy that owned the tower, the guy that says
That.
this is my block.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
the
yeah,
stupid
yeah.
thug.
The Doug's thing. Yeah.
I mean, who is he supposed to be? I mean, he's like just the
Hi hats. Yeah.
baddest. Yeah, he's like the best version of American
He's
gangster
the
I've ever seen.
well, this I would say this is a lot lower level, right, man? This is a really poor
Oh, this
neighborhood,
is
you know?
way this is way low level,
Yeah.
but it's
I
like he's
guess
supposed to
in
be
one way it's
funny,
more
but I didn't
realistic
find
in a
him.
way.
I didn't find him that funny. I found him more annoying, and a lot of the people are kind of
I
clownish.
didn't find him funny at all to begin with,
I didn't find it
actually.
funny at all either, but it seemed like they were trying to make him funny.
Oh, to you. I mean, that's what I meant, like, to
No,
you,
there's. It
yeah.
seemed like he was supposed to be funny. I think in
Oh.
audiences, and probably in Britain, people are probably laugh their heads off because it's probably funny there. I mean, there is. We may speak a similar language, but there is a lot of cultural differences between us in England. So I mean,
Oh.
a lot of things it's just like what.
You know what's one thing that actually taking me off, like, with this sci-fi horror thing? One of the kids in their group actually died. I didn't see that coming. Was it
Several of the
two?
kids in that group
Like
died.
two of the kids
Yeah,
died,
there's
right?
two. Oh, two. Matter of fact, I actually thought I thought those characters were almost better than the main characters.
Like John
The
Boyega, like you
kid,
talking about?
he was okay, but they didn't give you much depth. He was just quiet the whole movie until the end. But the other guy with the helmet in the bike,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, he did a lot of fighting, man. That dude almost saved him a lot of times. Then he got his head bit
It was
right
the
off.
kid
He
with the
was wearing the
yeah.
helmet.
He was the
And
one
then
with
there's the
the
other dude
samurai
was.
swords.
Then
Yeah.
there's the dude with the glasses. Yeah, the dude with the glasses. He got killed in the hallway.
Yes. Yep. The kid in
Remember?
the
He
hallway.
got
Yep.
turned away. That sucked. I was like, man, that guy was kind of cool.
Yeah, you're right. You know who bothered me the most? The white boy in this group.
Yeah, the one that got bit in the leg.
Yep, the white boy that
That
got
made
me
it.
like.
He bit in the leg and made it to the end. He kept hitting on the nurse,
Yep.
he kept on hitting on the doctor.
Oh,
Which
you
in
know
this
what?
movie she's a nurse, which is funny. In this movie this is old. She was never going to be Doctor Who. Now they probably would have never thought anybody in this time would have never thought that was going to be
A
the
white
Doctor
woman.
from Doctor Who. Yeah, but the
Oh,
funny thing is, it's funny she's a nurse, but in the movie she calls herself the Doctor in the Doctor Who universe.
you know what?
That's pretty
She was
interesting
cute
there.
too.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, oh yeah, I'm not disagreeing that.
Jodie Whittaker, right? Yeah,
Yeah, Whittaker.
Whittaker.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what? Nothing. This movie. I just the only note I have was like, this is a pretty simple alien movie.
it
Like,
was an
it's,
extremely simple movie. That's the problem. Is like I was thinking, what are we going to say about this movie? There's not that much to talk about because I
well, I
mean,
was gonna say the social economics thing because I like the poor neighborhood setup instead of like a rich neighborhood, and I also liked what they said about like what especially Moses said about like, oh, the government sent these things to us because like
oh
they
yeah,
want
I
to
saw
like.
that.
I thought that was pretty good, and then the other thing is they didn't have like I mentioned the poor aspect, and I'm thinking a lot of aliens, right? It's like I guess a lot. There's probably a movie that I think is called A Light from the Sky that I saw from HBO a long time ago about aliens, and
Was it
even
Fire in the Sky?
oh, Fire in the Sky, yes, I see. I
Yeah,
knew you
Fire in
would.
the
And then like even
Sky.
in Independence Day, we just talk about like, hey, every time there's an alien encounter, right, it always happened to the social lower class. Like even in District 9. With the alien got stuck at the part of Johannesburg where it's like the poverty, you know what I'm saying? But like
Well,
they
you
let you
can't
keep
do.
that pace.
You really can't do a movie with like the highest of the high
I was
class
gonna
because
because then they
nobody's
have
gonna
to
get it.
yeah, no one's gonna
Nobody's
get it,
gonna
and
get
they
it.
might have weapons that could defend themselves, and these are like poor
Yeah,
people, you know.
I mean, well, the majority of your movie going public's not wealthy.
That is very
I
true.
mean, some of it's middle. I mean, a lot of it's middle class, but I mean, none of it's like wealthy. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't
none
even
of
know
that's wealthy.
what that would entail. But yeah, I mean,
It
then
only
aliens
catered to
are
that
like
1%.
aliens usually aren't attacking the guys that's driving Ferraris and Lamborghinis. Let's put it that
Yeah,
way.
it's always like the old
Yeah,
beat
it's
up
always
trucks or beat up cars,
yeah,
just like the beginning of this movie. It's
yeah.
like
Because
it's
matter
not
of
like a
fact,
nice car.
the aliens always run into beat up vehicles. Because remember in Men in Black, they land right into that old pickup truck outside.
Yes, yes, exactly.
They always crash into crappy cars.
That is pretty funny. Yeah,
Well,
I,
because the aliens thinking, "Oh, that's a nice car. I don't want to hit that."
I mean, like
Those-
I did try to find other videos that talk about how great this movie was. Right, the only thing I
yeah.
found was talking about like the social class level. They talk about like the reason I wore a hoodie today. I actually looked in that video and they talk about like a lot of that. In England at one time, right? They weren't allowed to wear hoodies because it blocks their
Really?
face. Yeah,
Well,
but then it was such a popular
it's a
sale
it's a regular
item, you
thing
know?
here. Yeah, it's a regular thing
It's a
here.
regular thing here too.
Yeah, I got two hoodies hanging up behind me on the rack.
Yeah.
I always wear my hoodies. Keep the wind out of your face. Who's
Yeah,
not
just
gonna
to keep
crap
the. I know.
itself? I mean, this is America. Most times, who wants to see somebody else's face? It's best. Most Americans should keep their face covered up.
You know, it's really
I
funny.
mean, of course, you look like the Unabomber sometimes, but oh well.
It brought up a point from Hot Fuzz. Remember, like, well, I couldn't see his face now, couldn't I? I was just wearing the Wind Printer hoodie. Uh, yeah, I didn't find like too much things, or maybe I didn't just spend enough time to look. But like, the only video I found was the social difference environment. Like, the guy really liked this movie because he came from a poor neighborhood, so he
Yeah.
thought this movie touched a lot of his bases. And when he explained that, and I was like, oh, you know what? It worked for me a lot on my part too.
But the only problem is though, it just showed you they're poor, but it never showed them another class in this movie.
No, because like
Basically,
we
he
said,
robbed his
yeah.
own. Basically, he robbed his own people.
Well, he didn't know there was own people because he saw a white
Well,
lady.
He
Yeah,
made he made an assumption.
yeah, he made an assumption. Kind of like it
And of
works
course,
the
and
other
of
way
course,
too.
and here's the thing: is she wasn't really poor. She made a decent living. She just picked a wrong place to live. She moved in that house, thought, "Oh, this is a good price," and then she had a really nice apartment. We never really see too many other people's apartments in here.
No,
Matter of
I
fact,
guess.
here's the weirdest thing. They got this building full of people, all right? Each of them got a door that looks like a front door here, especially here in America. I guess you could buy a bunch of those at the home improvement stores. They're just painted all up. You don't see the glass. But the funny thing is, they're the only people you see roaming around in the building. You never see anybody else.
Yeah, that's not like a lot of other
You don't see
neighbors,
anybody screaming.
right?
I mean,
Because
they are shooting firecrackers down the hallway. I mean, in America, so they were called the cops a long time ago.
yeah,
I mean, these guys, nobody cops, nobody comes outside, nobody peeks, nobody does anything. There's almost like it's a one big empty building, and the only people that live in it is the first floor. You got the nurse, Doctor Who. I'm just gonna keep saying it, the
you
doctor.
said Doctor
And
Who.
then, yeah, well, she's not really Doctor Who. She's the doctor.
Oh, she's the doctor. Okay.
Doctor's Who's name? Doctor Who. The show's called Doctor Who. His name's not, or her, his, their name's not Who. They're just Doctor. The
Learned
doctor.
so
They call
much
themselves the
today.
doctor because he fixes everything. But anyways, he lives on the first floor, or she lives on the first floor. It doesn't really matter. The doctor's been a multitude of people. Number 13, probably 14 now. But anyways, I haven't watched the show really. I only saw her once. I think I only seen one episode with her as the doctor, which is pretty good. So, but I never got around to seeing the rest. Anyways, then you go up to the next floors. You see a few of the other guys just go in to see their moms.
Yep.
And then they come out, and then you go up to see those girls, all the girlfriends that they wanted, and then you go all the way up to the top level, and you see the drug den.
Yeah, the drug den. Yep. The
Which is
penthouse.
funny. Calling it a drug den is kind of a lot, since it's just a room full of weed, and
Marijuana,
they just sit in the smoking room, just sit there and smoke. It's not even a smoking room; it's somebody's stupid living room.
Yeah. So
But
like we said, it
anyway,
was simple though. I mean, like,
it was simple, but that's it, and that's it. That's all you see. You never see anybody else.
I've never seen an
But the block is
American like
supposed to be
something like this.
it's supposed to be a big old building full of people in it.
That's true, but then again, this is low
But
budget.
there's
You know what?
nobody.
They don't show anybody until the end of the movie, though. Like the majority of the
Oh yeah,
people, they
yeah.
don't
I
go
guess
out.
they probably
And you know
probably on
what?
that last day they offered pizza or something. Hey, everybody come out, be an extra. I'll give you pizza.
And also, like you said, it's a poor neighborhood, right? Like no one wants to get out unless we really have to, or maybe
Okay.
people are working too.
Well, usually
like,
if you're poor, I mean,
Because like,
oh yeah, you're right. I
yeah,
guess you're right.
your logic is like everybody should be hanging out, but then how do you like? I
No,
don't
I
even know
think
what
they should
date
hang
this is.
out. I think they should just come out at least go, hey, what's going on in my house?
Well,
Look at this big. There's people shooting crap. They'd call the cops at least. Maybe people just don't call the cops at all. Because in this movie, you would have thought there'd be more cops, but they hardly called the cops for anything.
no. I mean, the only person who called the
but
cops was the
again,
doctor,
but
like
again,
because she
I
got
guess
mugged.
but again, I guess you could say that cops don't come to poor neighborhoods. I don't know.
That's one thing that you could say.
Usually, well, it would be hard to put. But the thing is, you don't really see. That's the funny thing. Another thing, we keep saying a poor neighborhood. It's not a poor neighborhood. We can't tell it's a poor neighborhood. We can just tell it's a poor building.
Well, it sounds like those things should
Because
go hand in hand, right? I mean, like because
well,
we're
you would
watching a
think
Britain
so,
movie, we're judging it by our standards.
but apparently, from what I saw, I thought this is a fairly upscale neighborhood, except for the
You
building.
know, like like right, like it's still like you're judging it by your standards. Like you're
I
not
am
from
judging it by
Brooklyn,
my
no?
stand. You're right. I am judging it by
Yeah.
my standards. I'm watching this movie in America. It's getting judged by American standards. Maybe if I was British, this would be a better movie, but it's not.
Hmm. I have to think about that. So,
I mean, you
like your
can't make
opinion,
me.
like,
You
but your
can't make me.
opinion, which sounds like then you
My
only want to
opinion.
watch American-made movies. Then.
I probably do now. I mean, if this is what I mean, if I can't make a, come on, I'm gonna have to form opinion. I mean, if you're gonna make a movie, you're gonna have to sell it to an audience. You're gonna have to sell it to a broad audience. This probably wasn't sold to my audience. It's probably they're probably thinking there, who cares if Americans watch it and don't like it, and that's fine,
Oh,
you
you know
know.
what? You
But
brought up a good point because like that's why the reason like did we make certain movies like The Departed, like
yes,
the Eye,
they gotta make a lot of
yeah,
different movies.
the
Otherwise,
Eye,
the people
they
sitting in this other country
cannot
are sitting
just
and going,
show they cannot just show like
it's not like I'm
the
going, oh, it's
original.
British. It's not like I'm going, oh, it's British. I don't want to see it. I mean, I knew it was British going in. I thought, okay, cool. Then I sat there
Like,
and watched it. I was like, huh, this is not as good as
oh,
Shaun of
that's
the
really
Dead.
good. We should.
This is not as good as any of the British movies I've seen.
How many British movies have we seen?
Not very many, I hope.
Oh, 007.
Star Wars. Star
What?
Wars. Anything is Star Wars.
I don't consider Star Wars a British movie.
No, it shouldn't be, but everybody's got an English accent in Star Wars. So all I got to say is the
It's just
galaxy far, far,
actors.
far away a long, long time ago made a British accent.
Oh, you gotta live
But
in a different
but
universe.
but you got to also think James Bond movies aren't they're British, but they're not really British.
Hmm.
They're made to appeal to a wider audience.
I guess. No, no, no. Hold on. You maybe
James Bond
think you
movies.
turn on my think box. I think it would be interesting to watch to put on our list, right? Like we make movies just for the American audience. I didn't think
Well, I
about that
mean,
until
let
we
me
just
put it
talked
this
about this
way.
now.
We could do it this way. I haven't
Okay.
seen this, but you have seen this.
Okay.
The Office.
Oh, The
The
Office.
Office. You love The Office. Do you love the English Office though?
I haven't really watched it all.
Well, okay. What do you think? But you've seen some of it. What do you think?
I only watched 3 episodes, and like the first few
Oh,
episodes
yes.
mirrors exactly, so it was okay. So I haven't watched all of them, but like it's probably short. They only have 2 seasons of The Office. Cause like
Yeah, but they are.
British are
But
known
we
for
got
short
but,
series. Yeah,
but they are. But the problem is, they're the ones who created The Office. It's theirs.
that's a good example.
The American Office, I mean, one you love is the remake.
Yes, because
I don't
appeal
know.
to.
I think you got to make something that appeals to a different, wider audience. But
No,
not
you're
every.
right.
Some things. I think the lifestyle's got to appeal to somebody. For example, let's say this is going to be silly, but Initial D, okay, is a Japanese cartoon. It's made for Japanese people. I love it. You love it.
I think
I
it's a
mean, it's
racing
got
appeal. Yeah,
yeah, it's got the racing part. I
and you
mean,
know what? I'm
and
so glad
in
you
that
pointed that
movie,
out.
their life. But the thing is, their life is pretty much like ours. I mean,
I wouldn't say that because like
it's similar.
them
We didn't
working at
work
a
at a
gas
gas
station.
station,
No, no, no.
but
Like
we worked at a
the
regular shop with our
lifestyle.
friends.
Like some of them is their career. Like that part of the cultural thing is different. But I think I'm so glad you brought the initial D thing up because I was gonna say because we were interested because of the racing and the auto the car parts of it.
Yeah, but also their life was similar to somebody growing up.
Like
I mean,
that's probably more Japanese.
I mean, me and you weren't jumping in our car hauling tofu and drifting and sliding stuff. But I mean, the problem is, and we didn't probably have a girl that was like hooking up with some old dude.
Yeah, I don't know how that part works in that kind of the part of the
But
world.
think about it. But think about it. The thing is, he's chasing a girl. He likes a girl. He doesn't know what to do. That's just normal life for a young man.
Yeah,
You like cars. Most young men like cars. I mean, and
most.
he had his friends. Yeah, I mean, you got to think of all his friends he had. It didn't matter what station they worked at. Me and you worked at a home improvement store. We sat around, talked about their various things. We both had cars. We liked to look at our cars, work on
Yeah.
our cars, and do other things, trying to make movies and 100 other things. Plus, we're messing with the girls that are women, and they are difficult. Let's put it that way,
Oh,
like they are. I mean, there wasn't that much difference other than they speaking Japanese.
that's really good. Yeah, different culture
I
thing.
mean,
Initial D is
it
a good
was a different
example.
culture, but still, you could identify with the characters. And maybe that's the problem. I can't identify with too many of these characters in this
Huh.
movie.
I did start this show liking this movie, but the more examples you brought these up, this
Well,
movie
I'm
is
not trying to
mediocre.
ruin.
No, no,
I'm
no,
not
not
trying to
that.
ruin this movie.
No, that's not what I'm
and
saying that you're doing for me.
and
But
I don't
like,
want to kick the actors or the directors. I mean, I like John Boga. Okay, I think it's pretty good. I don't think he got as much screen time in Star Wars as he probably should have. He got a lot. It's just this was a simple movie. You know,
it
I
was.
mean, I would watch it before I watch Matrix 4, and that's got
Oh
Keanu
yeah.
Reeves. Okay, so
So the biggest star at this time is probably Nick Frost in this whole movie.
Nick Frost would probably be. Well, no, I think Jodie Whittaker would have been the bigger star. She was in a lot of other stuff.
Oh, before this
Yeah,
movie.
because she did a lot of things. I mean, she did. I mean, I don't know. I think movie wise, probably for okay, let's say for worldwide audiences, Nick Frost would have been the biggest guy.
Yeah.
But for British audiences, probably would have been Jodie Whittaker, I would think. But again, this may be farther back. But she did a lot of TV shows, won a lot of awards. But she did mainly English stuff, and she does only English stuff.
Yeah, because like I'm looking at Nick
I mean,
Frost.
let's put it this way: I watch Doctor Who. I enjoy Doctor Who. It's very English, extremely English. I mean, NASA would be scratching their head all day going, "What kind of crap is this?" I mean, but it's entertaining. It's enjoyable.
That is
And
true. I
this movie
mean,
wasn't bad. This movie wasn't bad. Let me put it this way: probably if it was a little bit longer, and I know I joked, "Oh, I couldn't stand it." If it was a little bit longer and it had a more of a resolution, maybe I would have liked it better.
what do you mean more of a
Because
resolution?
at the end of the movie, the character John Boga Moses, it
Moses.
goes Moses, which I think is a cool name for the character because he's leading his people.
Yeah.
He's trying to
Yes.
lead his people out of the deal. But the problem is he doesn't become a hero until the end of the movie. And by the end of the movie, you're sitting there scratching your head. Is he a hero or is he going to prison? I
Well,
mean, he is a hero,
he
but they're
does the
putting
right
locking him
thing
up
at
in the
the
deal.
end.
He does the right thing, and they lock him up. But the problem is he just fought a bunch of aliens and stuff, and they're putting him in a deal. We don't see him get out.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, so they
I'm sure
take him
we could.
away.
I'm sure we could
Right.
assume that they go ahead and let him out. But the problem is,
Because
did
you
he leave?
change the story, yeah. Because the lady changed her story. Like, oh, they are my neighbors.
Yeah,
Those kids saved my life, yeah.
yeah. But what happens? Because that's where it stops. They just go, "Hey, all those people are chanting for you," and that's it. So he gets his recognition, I guess he wanted. But the problem is, I don't think they developed his character well enough.
No, because if you think about it, like I'm okay with that part because we never need to know why those aliens came.
I
The
mean, you already
aliens,
know something's
yeah.
wrong with it. Yeah, you already know there's something wrong with him because he doesn't. Because it shows him going to the apartment door and he comes out. It never shows inside his apartment. It shows all the other friends' apartments.
Oh
They got
yeah,
the
it showed,
moms in
yeah.
there, or the
The
dads in
mom,
there.
the
What the dad
sister,
tells,
things like,
yeah, the
yeah.
dad's, yeah. But we just see him go in, comes out the door. He doesn't want to see it. It's like it's a secret. Which I guess if your life is like that, you'd want to keep it a secret too, because there's nothing to show.
Yeah.
But the problem is, I think the revelation and stuff came along too late.
Oh, no, no, that's a good point. No, no, I like,
I mean, and some people are probably okay with it. Me, I'm thinking the way you're revelating after all this happened, all this and this. I mean, it's too late to try to save this character almost.
ah.
I mean, the character saves himself. He turns out to be justified, and he's an okay character. But I liked a lot more of the other characters before I even liked him. Maybe that's what they wanted, but by the time in the
Oh.
movie, it's like
You know what? I didn't
you
get
could
attached like that.
you could have made the character a little more likable
Yeah, I
before.
didn't I didn't get attached like that, like you did. Like you talk about the character development and things like that.
And of course, you do know that the white guy that got his car smashed, he's an important guy because he's sitting there watching the deal on Moss and keeps trying to tell him stuff, and
He's
nobody
a
wants to
smart
listen to
guy.
him.
He's a smart movie. Yeah, he's the
He's a
smartest
smart
guy.
guy.
Yeah.
He's in the wrong neighborhood because I think he was rich.
Well, he
Well, he
lives.
keeps saying it's not, but he lives with his parents. But man, come on, he's having all this money to go get weeds all the time.
I think he's the one that gets an
And his
allowance.
car and his car was a little bit nicer too.
Yeah, he's the one that gets an allowance. He's trying to hide it. Like, I thought you were like trying to
Yeah,
pay the rent. Like, you know what I mean.
yeah. He's trying to act
He's
like
trying to be
like
cool.
he's trying to act like he's poor. Oh, I'm down on my luck, but he's not.
Yep.
He's just a wait. He's just there wasting his time.
Yeah. No, I want to go back to
So
the.
what do you think? Okay, let's go to the aliens. What did you think of the aliens? Well,
I
I
thought it
should
was
know.
pretty cool.
What were you about to say? Because before I
Oh,
interrupt you,
I was like, I did you need to know why they were here?
That, not really. I didn't.
Good. I felt the
I mean,
same way. Like,
in the story that they make is kind of silly. I think well, y'all could have left that out too about the solar wind blowing them through, and they just pass through and eat up planets. It's
oh, there's
okay.
something
I
that
mean,
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't need
yeah.
it. Yeah, I'm like, this is Critters. Just go with it. This is
You might have
Critters
to watch
3.
Critters then.
I think there's two of them. I don't think I ever saw the second one. Plus, I saw it when I was little in the 80s. But you know, it was interesting. The critters, it's these little critters that just they're little furry things with teeth and they eat people.
Ooh.
But
No, I thought it
anyways,
was pretty good.
and there's these bounty hunters come to Earth to hunt down the critters.
The they it seems like they didn't need to use too many special effects. A lot of them probably could
Oh,
be
they didn't have to
practical
do anything.
because they look like gorillas, people in gorilla suits, but like different.
Well, I think the neat thing to me, the only thing I liked about the aliens is how black they were. They were
Oh, so
so
it's hard
black,
to
they were
see.
like a shadow. Yeah, they're all because well, they said that some scientists have actually made black on Earth that's blacker than anything.
Oh yeah, like there's no absorption of light.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
at
seen
all,
that
which is
paint. Have
amazing.
you seen that? Like they
Yeah, I
were
saw
painting
that.
the stairs all black, but you can't see
I
it
didn't
because
see
there's no
I didn't see
shadow.
I saw the paint, but I don't remember seeing them painting stairs or anything.
Well, like the stairs were already painted, but like
Oh, okay. I didn't see
the
them
light hits it
using it.
right, so you can't see where the stairs were
Yeah, you
because
can't
it's
see any
absorbed all the
outlines
lights. I'm like,
because you know, yeah,
whoa,
because
that's
everything,
trippy.
which is sad because when I paint stuff, I would like if I paint it black, I want to see shadows.
Yeah, I know, but
I
like
mean,
that's
yeah,
to
you know,
show
black
the
it looks, but that's the thing. If you paint it
absorb
black, think about
100%
it. You could
light.
paint it; it would look like a hole.
Oh, I know. That's the I
But
seen
see,
that
this
paint.
that's what
Yeah,
these but see these aliens. That's the neat thing to me was that they don't reflect any
yeah.
light.
They don't reflect any light. Yep, it just absorbs
And
all that
they
light.
had no eye. Yeah, had no eyes. They
Yeah, they
couldn't
can
see
only hear
and
and
smell.
smell. So yeah, I thought I really like that concept. And the only thing that glows was their teeth. Yeah, their teeth glow and like yeah, and they could smell. So they were always trying to smell Moses. Because they point out that towards the end of the
Yeah,
movie they have that ultraviolet light. Well, like
yeah.
hey,
Everybody, just about everybody had it on them.
yeah, but he had it most
That
because he's
touch.
the one.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
killed it, stabbed it. But all those kids had it on them.
yeah, it's
Like you know,
yep.
especially the kid that wore the helmet and all them because they try to eat them.
Oh yeah, he was stuck in a trash
And
bin.
of course, I'm sure it had. Of course, the thug and the main thug, top hat or whatever, had it on him. He
Yeah,
put the sunglasses on him and stuff. So.
shoot that snitch. I gotta sometime play that song in my car. Yeah.
Yeah. He played it everywhere, just act like he was a
I
rapper.
like that. Like he was just driving and so mad with his two henchmen, and then they put on their
I know.
seatbelts.
I was like, what? Yeah, I saw that when he's griping. He kept turning around and
I
talking
see
to him.
why
And they
you
put
mean.
this.
Like they try to make him the funny guy,
Yeah,
but like
see,
yeah.
he's just a clown.
And I felt the same way you did. Like man, when are they gonna kill this guy?
Yeah, I know. And he kept
I
coming
thought
back.
they killed him in the elevator, and he's
I
like,
did
no,
too. And then he
you
shows
better take
up.
the
He's just
next one.
standing there. Yeah, you better
Yeah.
take the next one.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna die there, but then at the end where he was trying to kill Moses, then that's where he died because there was
Yeah,
a
I
whole
was like,
bunch of them.
and it's not like, oh yay! It's like finally,
Yeah, finally. Yeah, I felt the same way. Like finally he
finally.
dies. Stupid hi hats.
Yeah.
He bothers me a little. Actually, it bothers me a lot.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is just a.
What do you think of it, Alien? Because you said you like the yeah. I didn't think about the blackness, the darkness
Oh,
factor, but that was really
I thought
good.
that was pretty. I thought that was actually an interesting factor. I mean, the aliens they were just really simple. They really
No,
weren't
yeah.
anything. They were so simple, but I did like their simplicity in a way. Because I'm getting tired of when they got aliens and you shoot them, they don't die. You stab them, they don't die.
Oh, this one they died. They can easily kill them. It's
Yeah,
just they were
these
aggressive.
they can kill them. There're just tons of them, and
Yeah.
that to me made more sense. Because I mean, like I said, if they would have done all kinds of stuff and you got to find a special way to kill them, I would have been like, okay,
Good. No, you're right
I'm
about
not.
that because those two kids were able to burn it, and that alien was scared because he didn't know what was happening. Because when
Yeah.
they set
So
that one on fire, that was really good.
yeah, I think the aliens were
I
interested. They
did
were
like
simple.
that. They
Because all
didn't
they
need
needed,
special
they just needed
weapons.
all they needed was the aliens just to come down, hunt him down, he'd kill him, and be a hero. That's
Yep.
all. This was a simple story.
Yeah, but
Just
I'm
turn
also
Moses into a
tired of
hero.
like aliens like even special, like aliens in aliens, right? Like, oh, they have to have that acid. It's like they're also easy to kill, but you just have to be careful when they
I don't
explode.
know. The aliens and aliens aren't that easy to kill, you know, because you
Well,
see
you can
them, they
shoot.
just
Oh
keep
yeah,
shooting
yeah,
them up,
shoot them, and then it takes
and they
off. Yeah,
burn them, and then they just keep coming. I'm like,
that's
come
when you
on.
know they have a high budget movie because like it takes so hard to
Yeah,
kill. Yeah,
it's so hard to kill. And plus, they're like, we're not done. We got more time. Come on,
yeah.
drag us. Come on, let's drag this movie out.
Instead of 10 seconds, you got 10 minutes. Like, oh, so we have to make this like a Terminator.
Yeah, I mean, but like I said, I probably would never watch this movie again. Even if it's on, I'd probably turn the channel. I
Would
don't
you
know.
recommend this? Well, it's okay, but I like something you can
Man,
watch one
I,
time. An
I don't
airplane
know.
movie.
I don't know if I'll recommend it, but if somebody was to say, "Hey, the Attack of the Block," and then I'd probably give them a rundown and give them a more insightful deal as you want to sit there and watch it. I mean, because some people
Oh,
probably would like it. I mean, it's like I said, it's not horrible. I mean, it's not Matrix 4 horrible.
it's not.
I don't even think it's
Story was
Batman and
better.
Robin. I don't even think it's
Actually, no.
Batman and Robin
I
horrible.
was just about to say that the story is better. The story is better than
Now,
those two.
now this would run kind of side by side with Howard the Duck for me.
Oh, I was gonna think about that. I was like, this
It's
is
just because
slightly
they
better
kind of
than Howard the Duck. You know what? It's not a
no.
bad movie. Let's just say it. This is
It's
not a
even.
bad
To me,
movie.
I'm gonna say it's even with Howard the Duck, just because they both fight aliens in the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, Howard Duck is just a slightly a little more cornier, but again, some of the characters in this movie actually are what drag it down.
Hmm. I don't agree with that, but then I
I,
only seen
I
it
mean,
once
it
or
did get
twice.
better when the alien pops out. I mean, some scenes are good. I mean, there's some stuff it drags along, but then there's some stuff it's like, I don't know.
This is not recommended by Shane, but it's not recommended by me. And I'm like, well, it's not the best
Well,
movie. It
you're
depends
not.
on what
I'm not
your
gonna come up
taste
to
is.
somebody and go. I'm not gonna walk up to somebody and go, "Hey, Attack of the Block, you got to see it."
Oh
No,
yeah, you did
but if
right. I'm not gonna say
somebody go, "Hey, Attack of the Block," I'd be like, "Yeah."
it's all right.
I guess I would tell somebody if they're like whaley they're in this kind of stuff. I'd be like, okay, it'd be on your list
Oh, if you're on aliens, yeah.
if you like to fight, want to watch an alien movie, it's real simple and stuff. Yeah, this would be okay.
Hmm.
And if it's made some people like English stuff, you know, I'm like, if you like English stuff, yeah, cool. This would be
No, that
okay. I
sounds
mean,
no. You're
it's
right.
not the
It's good.
best. It's not the best English film I've ever seen or anywhere near it. But
Hmm. Interesting. No.
yeah, it
You're right.
actually isn't. Like you said, I haven't seen that many, but I've seen some other. I've seen Hammer films. You know, English horror movies. I found them more interesting than this.
Oh, Train Spotting. 28 Days Later.
I haven't seen it. Oh, 28 Days Later, I've seen.
That's a Brit. Would you count that as British movie?
Yes, I would. That was very
Anything Danny
British.
Boyle would be British movie, right?
I don't. Sunshine was British, but I don't see Sunshine as being a British movie.
That's the only thing British about that movie is just Danny Boyle.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah,
There's
because
a lot more American actors. I
I
mean,
mean, I
Killian
could,
Murphy is not
yeah.
English. I mean, he's not
Well,
English, right?
he's Irish,
He's, but he's not American. But he's not. Yeah,
well, a lot of people with that movie weren't American.
he only because he's not in that movie
But
because
I,
Danny
but I
Boyle
feel
is
that
working with
I
him.
feel that was more of a Hollywood movie.
Yeah, that's more Hollywood movie.
Yeah, because the movie takes place in space, so it doesn't really matter. It's in a national area.
You know what? Train Spotting I seen. Oh, I guess all the Shaun of the
I never,
movies. Those are the
yeah,
British
all the Sean
movies.
movies, and I loved them. Yeah, those are all English. I loved all those.
Wow. You
But
know what?
Paul had two English
Paul,
guys,
that's English.
but
I
it's
mean, there's
not an English
American.
movie.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah, it's
very
very
American. Like a
American.
lot.
Just happen to have
Uh,
English people.
well-known British movies. Now, let me take a look at that real quick. Let me just Google this.
I think it depends on the audience it made for. For example, like I said, the Attack of the Block, I
They put
really don't
Doctor
think was
No as a
made.
British movie. Oh, you know what? Probably the early
I love
James
Doctor
Bond
No.
movies are probably just more.
The early ones, but they were, I mean, they were kind of Hollywoodish too.
Notting Hill.
Never saw that. Didn't want to. It's too English.
I never saw that either. Oh, Lawrence of Arabia. Oh, Mighty Python's Holy Grail.
Yeah, yeah, that would be very
Yep,
English.
all the Mighty Python movies. Yep. I'm just taking a look. Oh, the Full Monty. Well, I haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah, I never saw that.
I was just gonna say the only one that
I
is
think it, I think of
Chainspotting.
my list of English movies would
Ooh,
be small.
Clockwork Orange. The Stanley Kubrick films count as British
No,
movies?
that could count as British. He's
Yeah,
British. I would say that one is British, but I don't know. He did make it for a wider audience because a lot of his movies are kind of American,
Layer
even though
Cake,
they.
Snatch.
Oh, Layer Cake was good.
Yeah, Snatch is good.
Well, Snatch, are you gonna call that real that English?
Yeah, it's very English. Yep,
Snatch?
Snatch. Because it got like
Oh,
two
Rock and
American
Roller.
purposes. I have not seen Rock and Roller.
Oh, Rock and Roller's very good.
Yeah, you told me that before, so I gotta check that out.
I never got around to Snatch, but
Snatch is very
but
good.
you can't call it just because of the directors, because you got to remember. I
No,
mean,
the setting,
even
everything. It's very
yeah,
British. Yeah, not because
it's
of the
got a
director. I would say Snatch is very English because I don't think it was made for American audience, but it made it over here because I think the movie was pretty good. Yeah, the first time I saw
yeah,
Snatch,
but
I was like,
I think
wow.
it made it over here because it had Brad Pitt in it.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't know.
You don't think so?
I think the marketing would be Brad Pitt. That's the only reason why Americans seen it because of Brad Pitt.
But didn't it have several other American actors in it?
Only one more, Dennis Farina. I can't remember his
Yeah,
name.
Farina.
Yeah, is
Yeah,
it Farino?
I think it's Farina.
Him.
I'm sure we're saying his name
He's
wrong, but we both know
you.
who we're talking
This is
about.
yeah. You love him in this movie because I love him in this movie. this
Yeah, is it Dan? It's Dennis, isn't it?
Dennis
Dennis?
something, but I
It's not
can't
Dennis.
remember.
Well, I mean, he's passed
Yeah,
away,
he's passed away. Yeah.
but he's always been famous for kind of wise guy kind of guy.
Yes, that's right. What the heck?
I mean, he's always been good in every movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, Dennis. Hold on, I'm gonna find this. Otherwise, it's gonna bother me. Dennis Farina. Yeah, you're right. Dennis Farina.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he popped up first thing when you read. Yeah, Dennis Farina.
I mean, Benicio del Toro's in this movie, but he's not American or English.
No, no, but he is kind of a considered. I guess I would call him an American actor, though. He's in so many
Well,
American stuff. I mean,
he's a Spanish actor, but I guess it's kind of like,
no, well, he's not he's a Spanish origin
oh, I see
actor,
what you
but
mean. Yeah,
he's
yeah.
not a Spanish actor. I mean, he's in a lot of most of the top
He's in a lot of
American movies.
American
He's in it.
movies.
Most Americans could easily
You're
listen to
referring
him
to not
talk and
like
stuff.
Daniel Craig. Daniel Craig is a British actor because
He's
he's
a
been
British
yeah.
actor, but he could be easily an American actor too now. I mean, there's a lot of English actors. It's just, I mean, there's so many American movies. It
I
just,
guess I want to say they didn't start in America. They started like their own country
yeah,
of
they started
origin.
other places. But you do have Spanish actors you'll never see, Italian actors who you'll never see. I mean, a lot of the
Until
people
they
in this
show up in
movie,
American film.
yeah, a lot of these people in this film that we just watched, you'll never see them.
Yeah, that's right. Like except for John Boyega, Nick Frost,
Oh
and
yeah,
the Doctor.
now,
Yeah.
I mean, they have, but they still. I mean, the Doctor hardly ever. She doesn't show up in any American stuff really.
Oh, you're right. Only Nick Frost have shown in American stuff, and
Nick
John Boyega.
Frost and John Boyega because he's jumped in Star Wars.
I thought he was really good from these two roles I seen him in. John
Oh,
Boyega.
he could be in a lot of stuff. I
Yeah,
think
he's a wide range. Yeah,
he could be an actor. He could be one of the actors could be in an American film and nobody would ever know.
that's very true.
You know,
He's
they'd just watch him. He could have an English accent and still just be fine in an American film, carry American film. A lot of people
yes.
probably could carry American film, but they don't. You know,
Hmm. I guess they don't. I mean, like, ugh.
I mean, like Jude Law. Jude Law's English, but he's in a lot of American films. He's just as American as anybody. Christian Bale, lots of American films. I mean, he sometimes even has an American accent. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman, John Wickman,
I mean, most Americans
Alan
think
Rickman.
he's an American. Yeah, see, a lot of these guys, they've crossed the boundaries
Shit, the guy
already.
that was in Walking Dead, Andrew Lincoln. People thought he was American. He played from Georgia with his accent. Like, whoa, you're not English, you're not American. No, he's not.
Yeah, see, there's a lot of people. And it's not so much convincing, it's just they showed up in enough American budget films that they're just considered
Yeah, I like that.
an
Consider
American
American.
actor.
It's kind of like, what's it, Robert
I
De
mean, they're
Niro?
not truly. Yeah, they're not truly an American actor.
Didn't
I mean, yeah, they're not going to be on there with Tom Cruise as an American actor, but they are in enough American movies that they're not in the little. They're not in the. They're not. They're
that's
bigger than
interesting.
international. To,
Yeah.
which is funny because you want to be an. Most people go, "Oh, they're international stars. They're the biggest movie stars." But in America, international don't get you anything because we don't care about international. We
No,
care
we
about
don't. Well,
who's in American
America, yeah.
films. Yeah.
Wow. Who would be an international star today? Like
Because
before
let's put
we
it this
had
way:
the
the
action
biggest
stars,
to
but
me, let me put it this way: the biggest international star
hmm
would be like Jackie Chan
yeah, because he's known
or
world
or
all
John
over.
Claude Van
Or I
Damme.
would say Schwarzenegger and Stallone,
But see those guys,
but they're all
they're in American
action.
movies. So they're not really to me. They're not international because they can be international,
Oh,
but they're
but you said
not. They're
Jackie Chan
American
though. Yeah, Jackie Chan would be the
because
most
he's up here.
international.
Because
Yeah,
yeah, he's international because
yeah,
everybody
he
in
is.
Europe, all the whole world
The
watches him,
whole
but
world knows him.
Americans. See, the
Yeah.
problem to most Americans, international means everybody knows who you are except America.
Oh, international means everybody knows who you are except for America. So Jackie Chan's a different category.
He's a different category because look how long it took him to break into American films. He's still not big in that big in American films.
But people still
Well,
know him without
we
watching
oh
his
yeah,
film.
we a lot of people know him, but it took a long time because I mean, the first time I saw him was Cannonball Run. Still didn't know who he was. I thought he was some Japanese dude
Yeah,
because
because he
that's who
represents
played in
Japanese. Yeah,
that's who
I
played
remember that
Cannonball.
too.
Right. But yeah, you think he's doing karate, but he's not. He's doing kung fu.
Even his
But
what's a co-driver is
I
he's
mean, and the
Chinese.
thing is,
He's from
yeah,
Hong
you. I
Kong.
mean, I mean, the thing is, you've seen him on and off through American movies. Unless you liked kung fu or something, or liked to watch subtitle movies, you didn't really know who Jackie Chan
Yeah.
was until Jackie Chan started being in like Rush Hour,
Yep. Then his
and
fame got more
yeah, and then he was John Wayne.
global. Yeah, my name is John Wayne. John Wayne.
What kind of stupid cowboy name is that?
Yeah. No, you're right. Like international, like by your definition, wow, Jackie Chan is on a whole different level.
Yeah,
I mean,
but that's the thing.
Schwarzenegger is also internationally
He's
known.
way up there. I mean, internationally known. He was an international deal, but then he also
Who
appeals to
would be the
America.
internationally known today? Probably someone who plays. It's
Tom
probably
Cruise.
yeah, Tom Cruise.
But you
Tom
got to
Cruise
think of
is internationally known.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think though. Most Americans don't. Most nations
The outside of the world,
look
outside
around,
US,
see what's going on around the world. Most Americans
it
they
would be
only care what's going
action.
on here.
You know why? It's you know who is
Well,
probably
yeah, because hitting
international stars
somebody
that we
speaks.
don't know. It's probably the whole Fast
Anybody
and Furious
hits
franchise.
yeah, anybody hits somebody in the face because I mean everybody understands that.
But like you agree with the Fast and Furious, right? Because they make
I
more
would say
money
Fast and Furious.
globally.
I would say Fast and Furious.
Yeah, it's probably The Rock. The Rock is probably more internationally known than we realize.
Maybe. He probably is because, like I said, we wouldn't know.
Yeah,
I mean, but you've been outside the country, so who's everybody going? Hey,
it's The Rock. It's what I said, Fast and Furious. Because if I see it in Hong Kong, right, like that means that movie is big budget enough to show in China and Hong
yeah,
Kong. And once it hit the places I know, right, that you know the rest of the Asia is gonna know Fast and Furious because I know
yeah,
like Asians, like the car factor, right, is right in there for us, and it's action because I came from that. Like I didn't even
yeah,
have to understand what they say. Like they could speak with any kind of dialect and accent. To me,
yeah.
it's all English.
Exactly. When a car's flying through space, you
Yeah,
get that.
yeah. I'm like I don't need to know. I don't need to care.
We don't get it here, but
It's the same joke we said about Schwarzenegger, right? Like, wow, he doesn't speak English either. What the heck?
yeah,
He's in
he
American
really does.
films. Yep. Yeah, it's probably Vin Diesel is probably more international than we realize.
Probably.
Yeah. And
'Cause, I
probably
mean,
Paul Walker before, but then
like we said, Tom Cruise. Because I mean,
yo,
think about
Tom
it.
Cruise is
He does
definitely.
all action movies. You don't really got to know anything, and it's probably good because
Hey,
there's really not
I saw
that
Days
much
of
to his,
Thunder and Top Gun before I came to the U.S. He's
and you
not even an
understood both of them.
action star. Tom Cruise is
No,
not really an
well,
action
he's not
star.
like
He does
I don't
action
know.
stuff, but not
I
like
think I feel
typecast
like
an
that's pretty
action
action.
star.
Yeah, he's not like ooh. Well, he does do a lot of action though.
He does, but he can also do drama stuff.
Oh, he does. He can act.
Yeah, he
He is an
can
action
act.
star,
Yep.
which sounds mean. Like we're going, oh, Stallone and Schwarzenegger can't act, but they can.
I think acting wise, Schwarzenegger is probably better because the Terminator 2 factor. But then Rocky, he's really like Stallone's dramatic acting is from Rocky.
Yeah. Well, I don't
You
know.
know.
To me, Schwarzenegger was pretty good. The sad thing is Kindergarten Cop.
Oh, Kindergarten Cop is good.
I mean, it's funny, but it's he had to put acting in there.
I think the other one that I
Twins.
really want to see, like Schwarzenegger acting in drama, is the one where he's lost his wife and daughter to the some kind of airline thing, and he's fighting for like either
Um,
compensation or like
I
just
bet
an
you. I bet
apology.
you he's. There's. Yeah, I'm thinking a lot of it's probably current stuff. It's probably he's probably got better acting
He's got
skills
better,
than him,
yeah, because
and
yeah,
we just haven't actually sat down to watch.
because he's not the Terminator anymore. You know, he's not
Yeah.
whipping chairs out of cars and
Yeah, the
stuff.
thing is though, the Terminator though he didn't have to have any acting ability because he's quiet through most of that movie.
Yeah, but he's the most lifelike robot. I think he's better than Robin Williams in Bicentennial Man. It's like in the
Oh
robot,
yeah,
it's still very Robin Williams,
well
you
you
know.
know why? Because he doesn't ever say anything. I mean, he doesn't have to do anything. He just kills people. So I'm like, that's very machinist.
Hey man, the
Oh,
way that he tried to smile, that was awesome. That was the most humane robotic acting I ever
human.
seen in my life. You know, yeah, human. Like it's the way that he tried to smile. Like,
Yeah, but you never seen Commander Data, so I guess we keep on going.
Commander who?
Data, Commander Data.
I have not, but I probably would like. Even Spock was pretty good. You know, like Leonard
Yeah,
Nimoy.
but Spock's not a robot.
But like the emotion thing. Oh, you're right. I need to watch Data then.
You know, Data is a robot.
Yeah.
He wants to be human.
Huh. I forgot how we got to this point. We were talking about Attack of the Block. And, oh, because the international and
Yeah,
how good acting
because
is.
we got here because there's nothing really to talk about Attack the Block. So now we're attacking the international thing.
That is very true. International thing. It's kind of like one of the other, like we mentioned Tom Cruise, right? You ever seen Bad Boys 2?
We think we talked about this. I don't know. That's the sad thing. I don't know. I've seen. Let's put it this way. I've seen either two or one Bad Boys.
You saw the one with Tia Leone.
Yeah,
That's
that's the
the
first
first
one.
one.
Okay, I've seen that one.
So the
Who's the bad
second
guy in
one,
the second one?
the second one is just like I guess well they call him Cuban, but he's probably just a Spanish actor. He's the Tom Cruise of that country he's from. So he really like the one of the things that like we say Tom Cruise, right? But when
Yeah.
they mention like oh this the villain who was in Bad Boys 2, he's a Tom Cruise of I can't remember the country like color you know whatever he's from, right? But then like you said, I never heard of him because
Yeah,
I
well,
never
that's
heard
the
of him
thing.
until he was
Yeah,
in
he's a
Bad
big
Boys
star. I
2.
mean, there's tons of music stars we never hear of.
Yep.
You know, I mean, like for example, a lot of people like in this area Spanish.
Yep.
I've heard people go, "Oh, I love so so," and I'm like, never heard of them. Oh, well,
I
they
know.
sing. And I'm like, well, I wouldn't
I mean
understand
like
them what they're
yeah.
saying. And
Cause
some of them, though, once they start singing English, they cross over to America, and then you know who they are.
yeah.
But some people are big over there, and then they eventually become big stars, like Penelope
Oh,
Cruz. I'm
Penelope
sorry,
Cruz, yeah. Well, just like the
she's
other actors,
Spanish.
though. Like you
Uh,
said.
yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of actors, and some actors they try to come into America, and people just they could be a big thing over there. They just don't cross over here very well.
You're
They
right.
got to
You're
go
right.
back.
Like what? Like
No,
the
like
like
I
the
mean,
actor I was talking about.
like a lot of Asian actors never make it over here.
No.
They show up, and people look at them, and then they go disappear.
Yeah. No, like the actor I was
So
talking about in Bad Boys 2, like they were interviewing him. He's like, "Well, it was great me shooting in Miami because nobody who knows who I am, right?" He actually said like, "I can actually go to the beach and not worry about like because he's in Miami, so there's
yeah,
some people recognizes him, but not a lot. Like he's not like he's
well,
being crowd mob
yeah.
everywhere, So
Well,
he liked that.
apparently he's still got he doesn't have that problem now.
Yeah, because we only seen him that movie.
Yeah, he only
Yep.
made that movie.
Unless he's really good where people want to see him back, right? That's when like these Canadians would make it. I guess like Canadian.
Yeah,
So yeah, kind of like
Canadians,
Hugh Jackman. We never knew him until he played Wolverine.
but he's not Canadian.
No, I'm talking about it from another country. Like that's not
Oh,
U.S.
okay.
Kind of like what
Oh,
was the
okay.
other one? Russell
Russell
Crowe.
Crowe.
Yep.
There's been quite a few
Jarrell,
people
but
from
Jarrell
other places.
Butler's English, right?
I don't know. He's not from America.
Oh, that's all. Yeah, see, exactly. Like, you're not from America. I don't really know which country you're from
Like,
unless the TV show
but
brings it
I'm
up.
sure he's not from Canada either. Because if he's from Canada, we automatically assume he's from here.
Yeah, they're like, where's Jarrell Butler from?
So, like I told you, what did I say? Some of the most famous American
English.
actors are actually
Well, hold
from
on.
Canada.
Is he a writer? Oh, Scottish. He's a Scottish actor.
Oh, it's Scottish.
Gerard
Well, I
Butler.
can see that.
You know, the
Oh
first
yeah,
time I watched,
I actually think I should have known that because I think I saw him on a talk show and they asked him they were trying to debate where he was from England or Ireland. He goes, "No, I'm from
I
Scotland."
swear to you, the first time I saw Gerard Butler, I thought him and Russell Crowe was the same person. I think it's just the haircut and the
Really?
facial features. I'm like, that's not
No.
Russell Crowe. That's just me though. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's just you.
And I wasn't even
Yeah.
making a
No.
joke. I'm like, I think it's because the way that he looked in 300 remind me of Gladiator. Cause just the hairstyle. That was it.
Yeah. Okay, I get you on that one. Now that makes sense.
That was the first
Yeah.
time I saw Gerard Butler, right? Or first time we saw anybody like
Yeah.
Gerard Butler's
Yeah, that
300.
makes sense. Yeah, that
Is it
makes sense.
the gladiator outfit kind of thing? I guess that's how they
Yeah.
cut their hair back then.
Even Two Face. Who was the actor who played Two Face?
Aaron Eckhart?
Yeah, remember he's in 300.
He was?
Yeah, he's in 300.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, he's all buff, and I'm thinking, how is this Two Face this guy? I'm
But
pretty sure he was in there.
Aaron Eckhart is American.
Oh yeah, but I'm pretty sure he was in 300. Now I got to check to make sure. I'm pretty sure
I
that was
know.
him.
Now I gotta check to make sure too.
Watched to be some other actor, and I got him confused.
Maybe. Let's see.
No, I'm pretty sure that was Aaron Eckhart, and he was all.
I'm not finding Aaron Eckhart in 300.
No, maybe it wasn't him then. But
Maybe
you
you
got
got that thing
confused.
confused too, like me. Oh, there's a guy here that looks like Aaron Eckhart.
I didn't know Michael Fassbender was in it.
Oh, Michael Fassbender's in 300.
Yeah,
He was
maybe that's
young though.
maybe that's what got confused. I'm joking. Maybe that is who I got confused.
How
I don't know
weird
why I
would it
thought
be
that.
that one day he plays Two Face? I was like, whoa, that's weird.
Yeah, I guess I was wrong. I don't
Yeah,
know why I
Michael
thought there was.
Fassbender. Huh.
I don't know why I thought Aaron Eckhart was in there. Now I
Oh, he
gotta
was
watch 300
really
just
young.
to see who I thought was.
Zack Snyder.
Oh well,
300.
we can just go ahead and scratch him off the list. Never mind, he wasn't in this.
Yeah, Aaron Eckhart's Michael Fassbender. I didn't even know Michael Fassbender was in it.
I didn't know Michael Fassbender was in it either. I thought Eckhart was in it. Now I'm wrong. So I guess it was Michael Fassbender. I doubt that's who I thought that was.
Oh,
Actually, sure that maybe that was. Who's this actor right here? This looks like Aaron Eckhart right here.
David Wenham. Is that who you're looking at?
Yeah, David
Yeah,
Wenham. That's
I
who I
saw
thought
him in
was Aaron
pictures. Like
Eckhart. Okay,
he looks like
yeah.
Aaron Eckhart to me too. Okay, good. So it's not only me.
Okay, that's why I thought that was Aaron Eckhart. Yeah, that sucks. I bet that really sucks when you're in a movie and everybody thinks you're somebody else.
Yeah, I mean I don't know what that's like, but yeah.
I don't either. I don't
Shoot.
want to know.
No, I remember when me and like when we were looking at Lowe's, people think like some people thought me and Daniel look alike.
Yeah, you Daniel's the same person. Oh, I was just talking to that guy. It's like they're like, yeah,
Even
that
though
guy over
he's
there. I was thinking, it's like, no, that's not the same guy.
like
They're
Daniel
not
is
even,
shorter than me, you know.
they're not even same from the same ethnic group.
Well, I look Mexican.
Oh, you think you look Mexican?
It could use that to my
I mean,
advantage.
when I met you, I didn't think you were a Mexican.
Oh, thank you. So we went to
Yeah,
Bucky's, right?
compared you and yeah, y'all didn't look alike really. I mean, y'all had the same skin tone in a way, but y'all didn't look alike.
Yeah, I did think we look alike, obviously.
Yeah, no, because people just walked at you. That they're like, huh, Lowe's people. They all look the same, all of them. They probably thought I was y'all one time. They're probably like, look at this guy. He must have been in the closet for a while because he's
He's
all
taller.
pale white. Yeah, he's a little taller, but he's all pale. His hair
Oh,
faded out.
we're just talking about people who look alike. Huh, that's
What were you
funny.
about to say?
I was just gonna say, just think about people who look alike, and I'm glad that you and I thought that that David Wenham looks like Aaron
I'm glad
Eckhart.
that I'm glad me and you think we look like each other too. We look
Yeah,
like brothers.
yeah, we do.
I need to put on my Bucky's cap. I bet if we both put our hoods up, we'd look like brothers.
Look the same, yeah.
Anyway.
This is Michael Fassbender's first movie in 300.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in his film debut. Wow.
Wow, we missed it. I mean, we saw
Well,
it,
we
but we
saw it.
didn't.
We didn't know
But we went.
who he
Oh
was.
well, there are so many actors that you see. For example, what was his name? There's another actor. I can't think of his name because I really haven't seen any movies he's in.
Okay.
He's in the newest Twister, the second Twister movie.
Oh, I know the main
He,
guy, right?
you
Yeah.
know, he was in what was it?
He's in a lot of movies.
He was in one of the Batman movies. He just had a bit part in the Batman movie, The Dark Knight. He's in The Dark Knight.
Oh, he was the one of the
Now, is it The
office
Dark Knight?
police officers, right?
No, he's not the police officer. Maybe it's not The Dark Knight. No, actually, it's the last one. What was the last one called?
His name's Glenn Powell. Glenn
Yeah, Glenn
Powell?
Powell. Yeah, Glenn Powell. What was he in? He was in the last Batman movie with Bane because he's one of the
Oh,
stock traders. He just
yes.
shows up. He's just sitting there.
Yeah,
He's just one of the
trader
stock
number
traders.
one. Yep. I see it right now. Yep. The Dark Knight
Yeah, somebody
Rises.
else
Just
like,
trader number
who
one.
would have thought this guy was going to be somebody?
Yes, he was trader
But
number one.
there's probably so many actors. There's a lot of probably actors we're watching now going, hey, these guys are great, and then they look back on the first movies they're in, they're like, oh yeah, we saw this movie.
Yeah, I remember
That
when
guy.
I was younger, but yeah,
I mean, everybody's got to start somewhere.
that's true. I mean, like Tobey Maguire was in The Wizard, but that was before I knew him. Like as Toby Spider-Man
Yeah, it's
or
Spider-Man. Who would have thought?
Pleasantville
Who would
or
have thought Spider? Oh yeah,
Pecker.
Pleasantville
Was it
good.
Pecker? I can't
I
remember.
don't know. That's just. I don't think so.
Pecker.
Was there really a movie called that?
I can't
That
remember.
that regular audiences could watch?
Tobey Maguire. I had to look this up now. Wasn't he? Like, he's not like he plays a photographer in a movie. I can't like a. I
Yeah,
can't
it's called
remember what
Spider-Man.
No, not Spider-Man.
He does play a photographer in Spider-Man now.
But that's Peter Parker. How do I see? Why sometimes they don't show the same filmography thing? I hate that. Career filmography. Oh, hold on, I had to look this up.
Okay.
He was in Joyride.
What did he play in Joyride?
There's a different Joyride with Amy
Okay.
Hathaway. Oh, there's a different
Oh,
Joyride.
okay. Yeah, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see the one with Rusty Nail.
Yeah.
You haven't seen Joyride, right?
I have not.
Oh, dude. I actually enjoyed Joyride. I should watch it again. I may
Oh,
not
man.
like it, but I liked it then. I mean, it had Paul Walker, Steve Zahn,
Yeah, you told me about that.
Lily,
Yeah,
Lily Sobieski. I mean, it was kind
it's
of
a
like
thriller, right?
yeah, it's kind of like a modern version of what was it? The Duel.
Oh, with the
I thought it
truckers.
was,
Yeah.
yeah, I thought it was. I actually thought it was pretty good.
Huh.
I mean, I did know when I had watched it was the people who didn't like it that much, but I was like, oh well, who cares? I liked it. I thought it
Yeah.
was cool. Usually, a lot of movies with either Paul Walker or Steve Zahn as Steve Zahn is good.
Well, a lot of the Steve Zahn movie I saw, I like. Probably every movie that has Steve Zahn in it, I like.
Actually, I've seen a lot of movies with Paul Walker that actually turn out to be good too.
Yeah, I think people would just
Other
taint
than
it
Fast, yeah,
themselves.
other than Fast and the Furious. I mean, Fast and Furious is good. So I'm just saying though, you wouldn't take Paul Walker on his own, but he played a lot of bit parts too.
Yeah, I seen the remake of
Because
District
remember,
B13.
because he was just kind of the boyfriend in Pleasantville.
Wait, Paul Walker, or you talking about?
Yeah, Paul Walker was in Pleasantville.
Really?
Yeah, that's the thing. See, he wasn't a major character. He's been in a lot of movies where he's not a major character.
Yeah.
He's just
Wasn't it a
interesting.
football movie?
Yes, I can't think of the football movie right now, but it's got old
Yeah.
Vanderbeek.
Dang it! I just
Vanderbeek,
watched it
sorry.
like not recently, but like what?
Was it something blue?
Varsity Blues.
Yeah, Varsity Blues.
Yeah.
Which is
he
actually
was the
I actually
main
like.
quarterback. He was the main guy. Got hurt. Then
Yeah,
Vanderbeek
he
took
got
his
hurt.
place.
Which Varsity Blues is a good movie too.
Yeah, actually, Varsity Blue is a good movie.
I mean, I don't know if it's good now because we're older, but like way back when we were kids.
Well, I didn't see it when I was a kid. I watched it like
Oh.
probably when I was in the early 40s, like probably when I was recovering from cancer. I saw Varsity Blues.
Oh.
The only thing I didn't like, everybody was right. I didn't like his accent. Like he could probably
Oh, I
do
didn't like his
without it.
accent. His accent was horrible.
The movie actually pretty good. Varsity Blues.
A lot
Yeah.
of the Texas accents in that movie were god awful.
I think that, like you said, they make it for the general audience. You know.
Yeah, I mean, some of them did a good job. Like Paul Walker, his accent
Yeah,
was
his
fine,
accent was
really.
fine.
He didn't
hit a
overdo it.
pretty good part.
But Amy Smart's accent and Vanderbeek's accent, they were horrible. They were horrific. I was like,
You know what's
this
really
is
funny to
I'm like,
me?
are you supposed to be from the deep south or Texas? I
Okay,
can't
so you know what's
tell.
really funny? Because like the actor, I mean the director probably liked it because he knows nothing about Texas. He went to one town,
Oh,
right?
I
Okay,
know.
this guy sounds like this, so forget it. Just follow this guy around. And this guy is like, I'm from Arkansas or something, trying to be Texan. I don't know. I'm not
Well, they
making
sound
fun
more
of.
like
Yeah,
they sound more like us than
yeah, yeah. But
than
Varsity, I
anybody.
do remember Varsity Blues. Like, well, this is actually a pretty good movie. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, the
And you
movie
say
was
you
good.
liked it, and you're not even a football person.
Yeah, I'm not even a football person. I thought it
Yeah,
was a pretty
yeah.
decent movie. I mean, of course, a whipped cream bikini does a lot.
Ah, no, but it's a good movie. You know what? I'm looking at Paul Walker's resume. Most of my stuff is I think I seen Timeline once. That's where like they play four screens at the same time.
A lot of his stuff is actually pretty good movies. There's another one I can't remember the name to it where
She's All
he's
That is pretty good.
I haven't seen that one, but he's only a background character in that one
Yeah,
too.
cause it's Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah, and what was it? Rachel Lee Cook.
Rachel Lee Cook. That's the reason me and Cody would love this movie because Rachel Lee Cook.
That's what a lot of people went and saw
And then
that
like
movie.
there's only one other movie I saw with Rachel Lee Cook and like
And then she disappeared pretty
yeah.
much.
Oh, Paul Walker was in Flags of Our Fathers.
He's in, like I said, he's in a lot of stuff that people just kind of forgot he was there.
Because they
Which
were
is funny.
tainted by Fast and Furious. That's why.
It's funny. We're all talking about other actors. There, no, none of these actors we're talking about are in Attack of the Lot.
Yeah, they should be. They probably help it. I don't know. Well, you know, we
Eh,
always go off rails, so we gotta bring it back.
yeah, we gotta go off rails. That's what we do. Maybe our show should be called "Lamb and Shane Goes Off the Rails."
Yeah, that's true.
It's okay. I mean, if anybody watches this movie, they'd want to talk about something else too. I mean, you talk about the movie,
Hey, you know
go,
what?
oh,
There's
okay.
probably a diehard.
You talk about you either liked it or you didn't.
This movie didn't do very well in the box office at all.
Well, it wasn't like I said. It was a simple movie. If it was the director's first movie, then I think he did a good job.
Let's see. Oh, that's an interesting fact. Let me see.
Well, come on. I mean, you're not going to start off just blow people away, and you're not going to start off with a big
Is
budget.
this? Oh, wow. It's this first directing and writing.
Okay, well, I'm going to let
He
this
was
guy
right
have it.
there. He wrote the
It
Adventures
wasn't
of Tintin, the
so.
American.
Okay, so he did pretty good then.
You know
I
what?
mean,
There's
it
probably
wasn't.
something that you know what. Then great jobs to him because he wrote
Oh, they
wrote
did.
and directed it.
I mean, we're kicking it, but it's a good job.
He wrote Ant
It
Man.
was okay. He wrote Ant Man.
Yeah, he wrote
Which
Ant Man.
one? Which one?
The one that
The
we
one
saw.
we
Which
saw.
one? The first
Oh,
one.
the
It's
one
just
we
Ant
saw.
Man.
Well, you got to remember that Edgar Wright was writing Ant Man first,
That's true too.
and then somebody else got on it. And that was okay. It was an okay movie. It's just a real simple movie. But there was not a lot to talk about for the movie. I mean, we'd almost have to really dig into it, and like English school teachers doing literature to get something out of it. And I mean, I just wasn't that involved in it. Going, oh wow, the
Yeah.
bite when that kid got bit, that meant
Oh,
that he was
he co-wrote with Edgar Wright
okay.
in Ant Man. Yeah.
And that's probably I wonder if that's how he met Nick Frost, or he's a mutual friend with Nick Frost through them.
And Anna McKay and Paul Rudd. Anna McKay wrote Ant Man. I could see that.
Well, I'm sure they're pretty powerful. They can get their name on anything they want. They go, hey, we're joining this
Get a writing
production. Put her
credit.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah, put her name on there.
He wrote one line, so he co-wrote
Yeah.
it.
He wrote the line that says, hey, I'm Ant-Man.
All right. Well, you know what? Let's call it quits right now, and we'll come back on the next one in a couple of weeks, and I'll let you know why. Thank you for tuning in for this episode of Tensai Reviews. If you like what you heard, give us a thumbs up. Follow us on Spotify and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll see you on the next one.